Hello guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're going to talk about BTC on the higher time frame, and we're also going to talk about it on the lower degree. Okay, so as you can see, we're going to start off with the lower time frame. Make sure to hit the likes before we get started. Join our public Telegram group, link in the description. Make sure basically to send me a message if you're looking to join my premium group, right? So as you can see on the top of the screen, right, the resistance area going to be 10.9 to 11.1. It has been 10.9 to 11.1 over the last 30 days, and support, major support going to be just about like a mid 8K, and temporary support going to be just about like a 10K. So what I'm looking for over the next few trading session is like this move. I don't trust it. I don't know about you, right? You can trust the move if you want, right? But I'm looking for a possible rejection right there. Okay, primary rejection and secondary rejection right there in red. So why am I basically making 10.940 my primary resistance? If you guys been following Sun Crypto long enough, you know 10.940 is a very important key level. Okay, not just this year but last year. If you've been following us since last year, you can see like 10.940 right there. 10.940, what happened at 10.940 right there? As soon as the daily candle opened, right, we basically took a nice short. All right, took it all the way down, guys, all the way down to basically 98 and so on. And you can see that we got a nice three-way move again, right? This move to 10.6, 10.7 was a liquidation move, liquidated most shorters, right? And then basically dump all the way down, and guess what, retested 10.9. And I was like, guys, it is a flat correction, right? And we're most likely going to be dumping to the downside. But guess what, guys, BTC is replicating the same exact scenario. So we could see like something similar to what we got last year, which is like we got this move to the downside. We actually got the move to the upside up to basically right there, okay, up to like 11 and so on. We got this move to the downside, so now we're just making a flat correction right there, right? So we could easily get this double top, get this flat correction right there, dump right at basically high 9K to low 10K area. That's the level I'm looking for to be bullish, right? But not in this area. It is actually very challenging to try to be bullish above like a 10.9 and so on, because I took so many, we took so many shorts, right? Took like so many sell position above like a 10.9 and so on. It is not easy to basically try to go with the bulls in this range, right? Volume is not convincing, right? Moving average is not convincing on the 2-day chart and so on, right? We're going to talk about the 2-day time frame and so on. They're not convincing so far, so I just have to be very cautious and look for the the big support area, which is like low 10K to high 9K area, and then we're gonna look for another move to the upside and basically try to retest the red zone once again. All right, so that's the move I'm looking for within the next few trading sessions, right? So let's see how BTC going to be acting over the next few days and so on, right? So now let's take a look at the 2-day chart. One thing we talk about over the last few days is like if we can get our 2-day MACD crossing bullish right there. As you can see, MACD is looking to cross bullish, so that's a good sign. But it doesn't mean like we're going to get it right away. It could give us a nice fake out and give us this move. However, if we get the move to the upside, it is going to convince me to be bullish. All right, if we get the move, the crossover, break above like 11.1, 11.2, stay there like a couple days, right? Consolidate, make sure like everything is great, and then we could easily pump above like a 12.1, 12.2 up to like a 12.4 area. So let's just keep that in mind. I'm bearish, okay? 11.9, right, to 11.2 range, I'm gonna be bearish. However, if we break 11.2, consolidate for a couple of days and so on, I'm gonna be bullish up to basically 12.4 area. So it is something like you got to keep in mind, right? Bullish above like 12.2, right? And basically bullish at 10K, right? But bearish at 10.9 to 11.1. You see what I'm saying? So if we break 11.1, consolidate above 11.2, bang, okay, you're going to take it to the upside. But right now, positioning wise, I think like it is a good level to be looking at, looking at a possible drop within the next few days and so on. All right, now let's take a look at the weekly time frame. So when you take a look at the weekly time frame, the most important thing on the weekly is like the weekly 211 EMA and the weekly 100 EMA. Weekly 100 EMA. First thing first, it is exactly at mid 8K. I don't think we're gonna drop down to like a mid 8K this week, right? Anything can happen, right? But it is something like I'm gonna end spit after we break below the weekly 211 EMA, which is just about like right there, right 10,236. If we can break below 10.2, we could easily get a big move to the downside right there, just about like a mid 8K area, right? So that's a move I'm looking for within the next few days and so on. Another important stuff we gotta be able to pay, we gotta be able to pay attention to is like the volume is decreasing, price is increasing, low volume on the weekly basis. That's not good. We got almost like over 48 hours to go, and the volume is not even like 50% of the previous volume. Okay, that's not good at all. So we gotta be able to engulf the previous volume, which is right there, right? On Binance it was like 280,000. The previous one before there was like 330,000, but right now we only got like 160,000 BTC buying pressure. That's not a lot, right? And you can see the big move we got right there. This big move right there. This volume was like 580. So 580, guys, it takes a lot of buying pressure to basically, it is going to take a lot of buying pressure to break above this, selling pressure right there. So with 160,000 buying pressure, I don't think it's going to cut it. So we just have to do a better job, getting the volume, to spike to the upside up to like at least 300,000 weekly volume in order to stay bullish. All right. So now let's take a look at BTC on basically 3 weeks chart. If you take a look at this on a 3 weeks chart, we did talk about this beautiful engulfing candle, and we said price can still retest 50% of this engulfing candle. It did that exactly, and it is just about like a 11.2 area. So you see why I'm saying, like, in order to stay bullish, I want to see BTC break above this range, and we can take it all the way up to like 11.6 and higher, right? We could even like retest this area of 12.2, right? But I don't think the bulls are strong right now to do that right away. So it is going to require a lot of volume. Once again, if the volume is low and we pump above like 12K, that's going to be a bad sign for the bulls. Okay, it is going to be a bad sign, and the bears most likely going to be taking advantage of it and basically dumping the price much harder to the downside. Now let's take a look at Ethereum. So Ethereum not moving extensively high, right? It is just about like 350. So it is about 350. So let's take a look at Ethereum on a lower degree first thing first. So Ethereum on a lower degree, it could try to create a descending triangle, and like Ethereum short entry was like up to 360, 366, right? So it is back above like 350, but we got this descending triangle, and if we get a chance, okay, if the bulls, actually the bears, right, get a chance to dip the price down to like 316 and so on, they could easily retest the not easily, but they could try to retest the trend line right there before basically breaking to the downside. It is a descending triangle. I try not to be bullish on a descending triangle. Most people try to be bullish on a descending triangle, but guess what happened around like 6K for BTC, okay? A couple of years ago, BTC was 6K. Most people been saying we're gonna go to 50K and so on, and ignoring the descending triangle. It is a descending triangle. You're gonna get some fake out in this range, right? But it could take forever to retest the bottom of the trend line before basically dumping to the downside. So best thing to do is like to be very patient, right? Otherwise, market can basically drive you crazy over the next trading session. Take a look at it. We still not breaking this trend line. 6 hour 100 EMA just about like a 355. So short entry was like 360 to 366 area, right? up to 370. But once again, we got the 6-hour 100 EMA just about this area. So now let's take a look at the 2-day chart for Ethereum. You take a look at Ethereum, it's not even that strong, unlike a BTC. Take a look at the 2-day 21 EMA price, still below it. It's nothing bullish right now, being below the 21 EMA. If we can pump above the 21 EMA on the 2-day chart, and at the same time get our bullish crossover on the MACD, we could start to talk about like Ethereum going to 500, 600 and all that good stuff, 10,000 and 20,000, all that good stuff, right? So, but as of now, as long as price is below the 21 EMA, right, on a 2-day basis, it is most likely going to be dropping lower. All right, so now let's take a look at Ethereum on a weekly basis. Ethereum on a weekly basis, volume is decreasing, right? Price is decreasing, so it is pretty normal to get some noise just because volume cannot go to zero, right? And I don't see like volume keep dropping lower and lower over the next few weeks. So I'm assuming over the next few days and so on, Ethereum could get a spike in volume. It could easily get a spike in volume. And if we're gonna get that spike in volume at the bottom of the trend line of the descending triangle I just showed you, right? If we're gonna get the spike in volume right there, okay, it means most likely we're gonna be capitulating. You see what I'm saying? If I take you back to the weekly time frame, and we're gonna be getting a big spike in volume at the bottom of the trend line below the weekly 21 EMA, most likely we're gonna be dropping all the way down to the low, low to $100 range and so on, right? So let's keep that in mind. So Ethereum still not looking that strong. Big sell volume right there from like a 480. 490 range all the way down basically to 310. We just need to break 310 to basically confirm Ethereum bearishness. Okay, Ethereum bearishness below basically weekly 21 EMA. That's all I wanted to cover today, guys. Make sure to hit the likes, make sure to join our public Telegram group, link in the description. If you're looking to join my premium group, send premium, make sure to send me a message. I'm gonna give you the link to my Discord channel so you can join my premium group. So we trade alt, we trade like XRP, Ethereum, all the DeFi's, guys. All the DeFi's going, we killed it over the last few days and so on. You name it, Tether, Sushi, Neo, and all of them good stuff, guys. So make sure to join our, at least join our public Telegram group and send me a message once you join the public Telegram group. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.